What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today I have another match, and this one's against Anders. I'm bringing relatively the same team. His team over there is looking pretty powerful. He has the Unburdened Hitmonlee, which is probably going to put a hole in my team, considering my only defensive wall is my Registeel, who can pretty much get fucking knocked the fuck out by a close combat. And he's got some pretty powerful threats over there, so let's get this started. So, I wasn't really too sure about who he was going to lead off with, so I kind of just tossed my Crobat out there. So, Flappy's getting some early game action, as he leads off with his Garchomp, which is his Scarfed Flygon. So I'm afraid of that. I know he could probably go for the Stone Edge if he wanted to, but more likely he's probably going to go for the U-turn off the bat. Either way, I'm going to send him my Registeel to eat up whatever the hell he wants to do. He does end up going for the U-turn, which is fine by me. He's going to be able to switch into whatever he wants. He actually wants to save his Hitmonlee for later, so he's going to go into his Exploud, who also has the potential to fuck me up with a fire attack. So Registeel is not really about this matchup, and I'm going to definitely switch out here. So I realized, okay, what the hell do Explouds do? Maybe Flamethrower, Fire Blast, whatever the fuck. So I actually switch into Voltaire here, who is carrying the Assault Vest this match. So that's pretty awesome. The non-stab Flamethrower is not going to be able to do very much to me at all. And now he's going to switch into his Garchomp, who is going to absorb the Volt Switch. And I was like, why the hell didn't I predict that? I'm fucking up here already. So now he's going to double switch. He's going to switch back out to his Exploud, thinking I was going to go into my Registeel. So then he would have the matchup again. But I actually decided to switch into Flappy there because I realized that the Flygon wasn't going to be able to do. He was probably going to Earthquake, and either way, he wasn't going to Stone Edge. So that worked out pretty nicely for me. I'm going to U-turn out on this Exploud because I'm really not digging the matchup there. And I switch back into my Voltaire, who is going to take a non-stab Ice Beam, and I get frozen. Look at that. Who wants an Electros Popsicle? Fucking got one right here. That is some bullshit. He's going to Ice Beam me again, go straight into my mouth, and that's probably why I'm frozen. No shit, that's why I'm frozen. Your fucking Ice Beam goes straight into my mouth and freezes me from the inside out. Shit. Well, Voltaire got fucked up there to some freeze hacks, and that's pretty awful, but what are you going to do? I'm going to switch in Nipple Knee. Choice Scarf, like you saw a couple of videos ago, and I believe I just go straight off for the Drain Punch. I almost predicted the Flygon to come in, and I almost went for Ice Punch. I was so fucking close, but at least the Drain Punch does way more than half, and that's pretty awesome. I'm afraid of what this thing wants to do, so I'm going to switch into Whimsicott here as he goes for the U-turn, and that's completely fine. This Flygon's acting like a real U-turning asshole this match, too, let me tell you. This guy's just U-turning all fucking over the place. So he's going to bring out the Exploud on my Whimsicott. And I'm not relatively not afraid of this thing. I mean, he does have the Ice Beam and stuff, but I actually went for the Stun Spore, and I kind of thought that he would over-predict. See, I've been making a lot of plays switching in this match, so I thought maybe he would over-predict, but that was stupid. I should have done that. I probably should have saved my Whimsicott for later. But either way, I did get a Stun Spore off on this thing, so I guess that's pretty nice. Now I'm able to switch into Nipple Knee and definitely scare him out with another Drain Punch. So all he's going to be able to do here is switch back into his Flygon, and unfortunately for him, Flygon does not like getting Drain Punched to the face, and that is a dead-ass Flygon. So that's pretty nice. At least I got that Scarf thing out of the way. That was one of the major threats to my team. Now he's going to bring out this here Haunch Crow, who I would be able to outspeed and get a Drain Punch off on it. So knowing it's not going to kill, I'm going to switch into Real Steel. He can Foul Play if he wants. It's not going to really do too much to me. So that's pretty much perfect. Registeel has the opportunity here to go for the Thunder Wave. Now that he doesn't have that Flygon flying around, I can pretty much just freely go ahead and electric move all over bitches and shit. So I actually went for the Stealth Rocks that turn, my bad. So I went for the Stealth Rocks because I figured Stealth Rocks would probably be more beneficial. I'm not really afraid of this Empoleon over here. I realized that the only thing he can probably do to me is just kind of go for the Scald, and even then I do have some special defense investment, so it's not going to be doing too much. But on the first turn he does get the burn, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, with Scald you've come to expect it, and it's really weird to me how you see more burns coming from water moves nowadays than you do fire moves. I don't remember the last time I saw a burn coming from an actual fire move, honestly, shit. So now that I got a Paralyze on this Empoleon, I figure I might as well just start to Seismic Toss all over the place. He actually has the Rocky Helmet too, so I take some damage from that, and then he knocks off my leftovers. And then Registeel's just over here like, holy shit, this is shitty, honestly. Wow. So I actually, at this point, I was kind of like, why would I save Registeel for later? At this point, I might as well just kind of Seismic Toss again, let him Scald me, and just kind of die. So that's actually what happens. Registeel at that point wasn't really useful, and at least I got as much damage off on that Empoleon as I could. Now I'm able to switch in Nipple Knee again, and Nipple Knee is literally just coming in, cleaning bitches up. Drain Punch that thing. It's definitely going to kill it. And I get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, but in the end, Medicham doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I got nipples on my knee. Do I look like I care, bitch? So he's going to bring back out the Honchkrow, which is the only threat to my my Medicham at this point, only when I'm locked into Drain Punch, actually. But I decided to switch into Flappy. I'm like, you know, it's already pretty flappy out here. Might as well just make it twice as flappy. We just got wings fucking flapping all over the place. And that doesn't do too much damage to my Crobat, so that's pretty nice. All I have to do is get enough damage onto this freaking Honchkrow, and to the point where I can kill it later. And actually, he'll have to switch into some rocks later anyways, so that Honchkrow shouldn't be too difficult to kill. Now he brings out the Exploud on a Brave Bird, which is pretty much just a kamikaze to his Exploud, because that thing is going to take a shitload of damage to that, and he's also paralyzed. And I would have been faster anyways, so I'm going to be able to give this guy one more Brave Bird. Or actually, I go for the U-turn to kill it. I go for the U-turn to kill it just so I could have my Ambipom in, and I wouldn't have to switch on anything, because I knew he would probably have the matchup against my Crobat. So I did U-turn, and I bring out my Ambipom so he can see whoever the hell he wants to bring in against an Ambipom. So Handy Job's out here, ready to pimp slap some bitches up, as he brings out the Chinchino because he figured that I guess that was the best idea. He didn't really have much. I knew that my Ambipom had the advantage. His team pretty much gets destroyed by a Fake Out. So Fake Out does do a shitload of damage, and then he decides to switch here, and he switches into his Hitmonlee thinking I was going to double hit. He would have been able to live the double hit and then go for the Fake Out on me, and then he would have been faster due to the Unburden, and then would have been able to go for the close combat and kill me. Luckily though, I go for the U-turn, and that's pretty nice because now I'm able to U-turn out against this thing, and I can save my Ambipom's Fake Out for later, because that would be... If it does come down to it, this Hitmonlee can fuck me up, but if I am able to get a Fake Off on that thing with my Ambipom, it'd be pretty nice later. So he does go for the Fake Out, gets the normal gem boost, and that is going to trigger his Unburden, so he's going to be faster than me now, and he does have the Rock Slide, so the Rock Slide is going to kill Flappy, and that is a dead-ass Crobat right there. So at this point, I actually decided to switch into Nipple Knee, and he makes a really weird play here. He goes for the Rock Slide again, and literally I think any other move that this Hitmonlee could have had would have been more effective. I don't know if he would have been able to kill me, but either way, I go for the Drain Punch and kill that Hitmonlee. Maybe it was a misclick on that Rock Slide. I'm not really sure. Either way, Hitmonlee is dead as hell, and there's the main threat gone. So at this point in the battle, Medicham is ready to just sweep some more shit up. Honestly, I should have nicknamed this Medicham like fucking like Janitor or something, because all this thing does is just sweep bitches. Oh my god. So go for the Drain Punch on this Honchkrow as I realized I could live that Sucker Punch. I'm going to Drain Punch it, get a whole bunch of my health back. Drain Punch is the most awesome move ever. I fucking love this thing. He's gonna bring out the Chinchino again, who is going to just take a Drain Punch to the cute little face and die. So Medicham, I think, was clearly the MVP of this match. I killed like everything with Medicham, but that just goes to show you, if you're gonna use a Medicham, you don't need a Mega one. Honestly, the Scarf Cham definitely comes in handy. So that was a good game. Thank you guys for watching. Click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.